What is going on, Wolfpack? Savage here. In today's video, we're going to be spectating some random players. Now, this is one of the most popular series on the channel, and I really enjoy doing this because we get a wide variety of gameplay, because it's very rare that we actually spectate the same team throughout the entire match. So in this video, we'll be covering a variety of teams and discussing what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right, as well as discussing minor things that you as a player can tweak in order to make yourself more accurate. But before we get into the video, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the Wolfpack today. Also, let's get this video to 1,200 likes. And as always, you guys are looking for teammates to play with, make sure you join our Discord community. The link to that will be in the description below, and utilize the looking for groups pages to find players to play with from different areas of the world. But if you're new to the channel, I'm a firm believer in learning from your mistakes. However, Warzone's pretty intense, and it's really hard for you guys to sit back and kind of analyze what you did wrong and what you did right, because your blood pressure is going through the roof, because you're either pissed off or you're celebrating. Whatever the case may be, it's hard for you to kind of look back on what just happened and break it down. So this gives you the ease of mind to sit back, relax, stress-free, and then we can discuss the things that they're doing wrong together. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the video. All right, here we are spectating Bim, who is driving over to prison for no freaking reason at all. Now, I don't understand why we're separated from our team. I don't understand what he's really thinking right now, what his plan is. You never want to land somewhere else and then drive to prison. Prison is a pretty crap place to go. If you want to land there hot and get a couple fights, get the helicopter and bail out, that's one thing. But to leave a potential safe area to drive out here to loot, to get your stuff, just doesn't make any sense, especially coming in this way. There's so many levels to this building. It's gonna be very hard for players to navigate it without getting shot in the face. This is a very campy spot. This is probably one of the worst places on the map as far as the building layout is, because if there's other players there and they hear you, they're gonna be posted up waiting for you to come up the staircase, and they're gonna blow you away. And as you can see on the mini map, there is another team here. We only see 2 people, but let's just assume, okay, he's got a bounty on him, but let's just assume that there's no enemies here. Let's assume he doesn't have a bounty on him. This is still a shitty spot to go, because look how much loot he's finding. Nothing. And all we're gonna do is probably waste 5 or 10 minutes of our lives looting this area just to either A, die to the team that's here, or B, die to gas. We have enough money, but we're not together as a team, so this money helps us in no way, shape, or form. We should have been together. We should have stayed together when we were driving over here. If it was your prerogative to come here, you should have picked up your teammates. That way we could have our loadout drop, because right now there goes Blue, who's down by himself. He's pinging enemies, but because we're not team players, and he went ahead and died, and here we are in a 2v whatever the situation is. Now, I can guarantee you the bounty knows we're in here, right? They just cleared out the entire top, so they probably know we're down here, so we're probably gonna die. We're by ourselves. I would assume that the other team is a full 3-man squad. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and slow peek the door like they don't know we're here. Oh shit. Oh, I'm so glad you slow peeked that door, brother. How did that help you at all? But I'm not surprised that Bim died. Bim literally had a bounty on him. Instead of bailing out through the bottom, which is the way he came in, and driving away from the place, he decided, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna solo this spot because I'm an animal. And it cost him his life. And now here we have Golden, who, what he should do is get in the helicopter, go drive to a buy station and buy your team back. Buy them back right now. But instead of buying your team back, what are we doing? I don't know what we're, oh, I think he thought he could open that crate. All right, but I don't understand where players get this idea that crouch walking is a good idea. I think it comes from the principle of, I don't want the enemies to hear my footsteps, but if you're out in the open, it doesn't matter if the enemies hear your footsteps, because you have no cover, so they're gonna see you anyway. There a guy is right there jumping out of the helicopter to bail into the buy station, I'm assuming to get his teammate back. We only saw 2 radar blips when we had the radar with the last guy, with Bim. And then when he got killed, there were only 2 enemies there, so I'm imagining they're gonna go buy their teammate back. So in this position with Golden doesn't seem that confident, doesn't seem like he has the ability to take on a 1v2, especially with the helicopter. So what Golden needs to do is not pick this fight. Golden needs to say no, bail out of this, let these guys get their teammate back and get out. Then you can go ahead and buy your teammates back, because what we're doing right now is we're picking an unnecessary fight. I always tell you guys, play aggressive, and there's a difference between playing aggressive and picking stupid fights. If you're trying to get better, if you're trying to improve, definitely this is not a fight worth taking. You have a very basic bitch gun. The guy has a helicopter. He probably has more plates than you, and not to mention there's a third guy that's probably going to come back in if you start getting in the fight with these guys. So I don't want you to take this fight at all. He somehow broke his armor. I don't think his bullet actually connected with him at all. Didn't look like his crosshair even went close to the enemy, but somehow he broke his armor. So here we are now, buying our teammates back. Now, as far as those two guys are concerned, I probably would have jumped out the helicopter and shit down this kid's throat, for sure. The moment there's one guy shooting at me and there's two of us, we're gonna stop what we're doing. We're gonna get out of the vehicle. We're gonna kindly rip this kid's head off and shit down his neck. So them bailing away, I'm not really a huge fan of that at all. Granted, they probably were thinking there's probably people around here and I don't want to get in a fight, but you're getting shot by one guy and you guys are just sitting there vulnerable in a helicopter. He's probably by himself. All right, so now we're at a point where there's 100 players left. We don't have enough money for a loadout drop. The free loadout drop will be coming in soon. But Bim is the man to thank for this. Bim is the reason why we're in this position. Bim decided he wanted to make a stupid move and push to prison for no damn reason at all, leaving Han by himself to die, Bim by himself to die, and luckily for Golden, somehow he didn't die. Bad teamwork right here put us behind in the match. So even if this team was super goated, because we're so late to get everything, it's gonna be very hard for us to gain momentum and get a really good game going. There is a most wanted bounty here, and there's a vehicle behind us as well, so we need to go ahead and not do that. I don't know. What? He's like, shit, vehicle over here. It's like, he's like a puppy dog, bro. He sees a car, he's like, fuck it, I'm going. I got this, watch me, daddy. And I'm about to watch him get run the fuck over is what I'm about to watch. All right, so again, talking about teamwork and playing together like I did in the beginning of this match. You want to stick together, you want to play as a team. And once again, Han doing what he's supposed to do. Han was looting at first, ended up costing his life because his team left him. Han tried to push the most wanted bounty, and because Bims decided to camp in a building, we decided to chase a vehicle like a puppy dog. Han again died. I feel bad for Han, dude. This man over here trying his ass off to carry this team, and this team's just letting him down. Okay, first off, he's ADS. He's crouch walking towards the enemy ADS. Bad juju, right? And I already know what y'all gonna say. Go ahead and type in the comments. I already know. Savage, this is a bot lobby. Duh, okay, we get it. So here we are, ADS walking up. This doesn't make, stop it! Stop it, what are you doing? How did he hit him? No, he did not hit him. Stop it, Activision, chill out. Okay, I don't know if Activision's like giving people hit markers just because they feel bad, but no. And I already know what y'all gonna say. Go ahead and type in the comments. I already know. Savage, this is a bot lobby. Duh, okay, we get it. Now watch how he doesn't hit the enemy and still gets hit markers. What? Bro, it's like. So here we are, still sitting in farmland. There's 80 enemies left. We have 0 kills. Han's still dead. We have plenty of money to buy him back, but they said, fuck it, we're not gonna buy him back. He's the only one on our team actually trying, and we don't have time for that. So we're gonna camp in a house. Now, they still don't have their loadout. There's a loadout drop right in front of them, but they're too afraid to go to it. They're too afraid to fight. What's the point of playing a shooter if you're afraid to play the game? Who cares if you die? Just try to go out there and get the fights. Try to go out there and get your stuff and win the game. If you lose, just start back up. You're not improving doing this shit. Plus, it's pretty embarrassing to watch. This breaks my heart. Rest in peace to that team. Thank God we moved on. So again, Golden's sitting there and he sees the loadout drop, and instead of hugging the building, instead of playing the building, instead of playing the wall, instead of running towards the objective, he just sits there staring between the two silos, staring. Somehow he didn't see the enemy, and the enemy saw him. The enemy just absolutely blitzed him down. But I want you guys to notice too, when he did ADS and shoot the enemy, he sprayed his gun without even seeing the enemy. He literally saw the traces come from there, ADS, and sprayed, shooting at God knows what. The enemy had already wrapped around the right-hand silo, and it was just bad technique. Again, guys, stop shooting at the enemy if they're not in your crosshair. Now, someone did leave a comment on my video yesterday saying, well, Savage, it's not always correct. You want to pre-fire the enemy. And I get that. Pre-firing is a whole different scenario. That kid right there is not pre-firing. There's a difference between pre-firing and spraying and praying, right? All right, so here we are spectating Sanchez and his squad. It looks like they're in the same position the last squad was. These guys, you know, they don't have enough for a loadout drop. They got to keep buying their teammates back, and it's putting their gameplay behind. Now, the bad part is there's a free loadout drop right next to you guys. And I get you want to get your teammates back. I do, but he shouldn't have died, okay? So get your loadout drop first and then get your teammate back. Now, if you're next to a buy station already, then for sure, go ahead to the buy station, get your teammate back, and then go to loadout. But since the loadout was closer, that makes all the sense in the world to grab your weapons. What are we picking for berries right now? What the fuck? What are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Sanchez is in a 1v1 against this flower right here. He's about to blow this flower away. My man's out here picking daisies and shit, and Blue's over here trying his ass off. Buy your teammate back, fam. What does he see? Do y'all see something? Is this man All right, so we've now moved on to another team. Thankfully, a jailbreak had happened. I spawned back in. So now we're expecting a whole different team. Thank God. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what Sanchez was doing. Sanchez is a whole different element. But here we are now spectating Fertilli, and he's got a pistol. He's on top of a rooftop. Now, they've got a lot of shit happen. There's a team under him at the gas station. There's a team over at fire station, and they need to move into the zone in the next 45 seconds. The gas is going to be pushing them out. So I like the fact that he's separating himself from the teams that are over there. Stop engaging. Stop worrying about them. You want to take a hard right flank and bail away from these guys as soon as possible. If you guys have your loadouts, by all means, go in there and help third party the situation and clean up the kills. But we don't have the weapons or the armor to take on multiple teams. So these guys are going and playing aggro. That's fine. That's their decision. Whatever. This is how let's talk about reading the enemy and what they're doing and how to avoid putting ourselves in bad positions, chasing the enemy. This happens a lot of players. So we see an enemy in front of us, and instead of hugging the backside of the stands and cutting the enemy off because he's clearly going to the right anyway, we're just going to go out in the middle of the open and chase him down like a puppy dog, right? Unfortunately, he has some teammates to our left, and there's a whole other team at fire station to our left as well that may end up pushing us. So if we go out in the open, we run a huge chance of getting shot in the back of the skull. You want, whenever you're chasing an enemy down, you want to always utilize buildings and ridges and rocks and shit like that as cover instead of just running out in the open in the middle of the field. What? Oh God, what is life, bro? What is life? It worked out for him. I don't know how. You can't make this shit up, bro. All right, but just like I said, he got the kill. But like I said, there was another team coming over that was going to potentially third party, and that's exactly what happened. And it's just talking about, and that just comes to reading the situation and making decisions. You got to balance risk versus reward. Was it worth getting one kill to get killed? Hell no. Not to mention his team benefited not only killing you, but your teammate as well, because you put both of yourselves in that position. I'm not telling you guys to run from fights. I'm just telling you guys to reposition and fight the enemy at a better angle. That was just absolutely idiotic to just run out there and chase the man. I'm surprised he got the kill in the first place. He stunned himself and almost cost him his life. But somehow he got lucky and got the kill. I don't know what the hell happened on that one. I'm gonna be honest. All right, but we have $16,000. We need a teammate. We need some UAVs. I want UAVs on the map at all times, but especially if I'm downtown, right? Especially if I'm downtown. But Savage, people have ghosts. I'm not using UAVs. You're an idiot. Just use UAVs, bro. Only like 50% of players have ghost on. Honestly, it's very rare that I call UAV in and there's not a player on the UAV. Very rare. Between people not using ghosts, between people not getting their loadouts yet, or between people coming out from the gulag, it'd be stupid to say I'm not using UAVs because of ghosts. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Okay, now I don't know what we're doing. Why? No! People get so distracted in game. So our teammate picks up a scavenger, which I'm fine with. Let the teammate go and do scavs for sure. But there's a buy station here and a buy station here, and we're running in and out of buildings, checking places, doing crazy shit. You should already have your teammate back by now. If you guys are out here chasing the high kill games, time management's everything. If you guys are like, well, Savage, I can get kills, that's easy. I can get wins, that's easy. I'm just trying to get 20, 25, 30 kill games. It's shit like this that hinders your game performance. It's shit like this that will prevent you from ever getting that. Not to mention this right here, we're holding an angle. The guy's on a vehicle. I would definitely push up and try to get the kill. Because the last thing you want to do is allow the enemy to get off of the vehicle, come inside your building, and then use the fire shotgun against you. He got lucky. He got lucky. The dude with the shotgun was bad. But the moment I saw that guy on the vehicle, I would have pushed up and tried to shoot him off the vehicle instead of giving him a chance to get a close quarter combat situation with me, because I know damn well people are using these shotguns. All right, now I want you guys to notice how separated they are. Like I said, I don't mind you separating if one's going for the scav and one's going for the buy station, but McClellan has wasted so much time. He's wasted so much time that the whole separation technique doesn't work, and you're leaving your teammate off by himself, and you're off by yourself for way too long. So you're running a huge risk of getting 3v1 right now. Yes, he's got 10 kills, but he's playing the situation completely wrong. Here he is looking at the rooftop of the building that his boy's trying to go on. Meanwhile, his teammate is in the middle of a fight. And the first thing McClellan does is camp in a corner. It's the weirdest shit. It's the weirdest thing. Whenever people's teams die, this is what they do. They're like, oh crap. Oh, I can't do this. This is the scariest moment of my life. Your teammate just died that way. The enemies were shooting them from this way. So this buy station is now null and void. I would definitely go to this buy station that's right here, but you don't want to challenge these guys because there are multiple enemies. Not to mention they're going to be looking for you because they know that your teammate was not an instant. So in this case scenario, you want to go right. You want to cut back this way and go to the buy station. But the moment you get your buys off, you need to dip out of there, and you dip off again to the right, separating yourself from the enemies because you do not want to get into a 1v3 situation. There he is right now, going to the right-hand side, avoiding that fight, separating himself from the enemies. All right, so you definitely want to clear the area because there's most likely people here. Again, there are enemies to our north. They may have dove back, so you just want to make sure you're clearing the area and keeping your cover. And the last thing you're going to do is put yourself in the open and have to challenge the enemies out in the open. All right, here we are, crouch walking, ladies and gentlemen, taking on 2 people in the same building, going for the execute. I'm not against him going for the execute in that position because the teammate wasn't shooting at you, so I'm fine with that. Normally, I'll tell you guys to stop going for executions and finish the fight, but again, because the teammate was hiding, he closes the door. It's so cute when they close the door. I'm okay with the execution for sure. But you got to get out fast, man. All right, this is a no-no. This position here, the guy's in here, and even though he's gonna have to move out, he's gonna be watching this door. When you leave this door, he's probably gonna shoot you and or kill you, right? So if I was McClellan, I would go to the right. I would flank around a different angle and confuse the enemy, because again, the enemy's gonna think you're gonna come in through his door. That's exactly what we're doing. So he might be sitting here and pre-fire you, or he just runs away. There he is, right there in front of you. Yeah. And again, notice how he was just looking right at us. If you would have went around the right side of the building, he would have been so tunneled on that door, we could have easily got a kill on him and the fight would have flipped. And that's just paying attention to things that are happening and predicting what the enemies are going to do based off of what your experience with other players is. You know that in Warzone, if you're chasing an enemy, they're eventually going to turn around and hard scope the door you're coming through, right? So just change your angle of approach, like I always say, and hit them from a different angle. Shock and awe, baby. Shock and awe. All right, so here we are spectating a new squad, Miller and his gang, and they are camping in a house. Lo and behold, surprise, surprise. Now, it's a farmland ending, so I'm not against camping houses in the circle. That's fine. The last thing we want to do is be playing the outside and get sniped from people on the hills, get sniped people in windows, get sniped from people behind rocks and ridges. So I'm fine with it, but make sure you're looking and trying to pick fights. Again, there's a hill to his left-hand side. There's actually an enemy over here, too. If you look at the mini-map, he's just sitting right there walking. Weird. There's another guy on the hill. Yeah, I was about to say, there's a hill on the left-hand side that people like to be on. And remember, a lot of players want to stay on the higher ground. And that's the first place I would have checked, was the guys on top of the high ground. So what's probably going to happen is we're going to sit here and we're going to wait for the circle to push us out. Again, don't let the gas bully you. What I mean by that is don't let the gas force you to leave your position. Leave before the gas gets you. That way, if you get into a gunfight as you're navigating to the next point, you don't have to worry about taking damage from the gas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my dude Miller and his team are on the move right now, heading to the 342. We've got a team camping in the house in front of us. We got 2 more teams. We actually have a team in every house. Surprise, surprise. Who would have guessed that? It's not like anyone camps in this game, but I want you guys to notice right now, Miller is... Okay. All right, Miller's now ADSing on a house that's not shooting at us. There's no enemy here. There's an enemy inside the house, but he's not shooting at us. So why are we ADS in the corner? Do you really think he's going to be leaving that house right now? Hell no, he's not leaving the house. He's safe. What should we be doing right now, chat? What should we be doing? We need to be covering our teammates, dude. Green is somewhat safe, but orange isn't. Orange decided to play the edge of the gas and run in, so we're gonna have to protect him. But instead of protecting him, give him cover fire. We're aiming at a wall, so that's pretty cool. And there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Orange goes down, popping the self-res, but the moment he gets up, he's going to get executed, but he got executed beforehand. There's another enemy sitting right behind the tower, and then his teammate shooting from further northwest as well. All right, but here we are, Miller and his team facing a 2v15 situation. Absolutely incredible gameplay we're witnessing here, hiding in the bush. His teammate is hiding next to the hay bales. Beautiful, beautiful strategy and tactic. Love to see it. There's a team to the southwest camping in the building. What they want to do is they want to play that fence they were on, scoot up a little bit and get eyes on that house. That way, when the enemies leave to get safe, you can kill them. Not really sure. Well, I guess ammo is cool. We have full ammo. But again, we need to be playing this fence in front of us. Judging by the cluster strike coming from the house, shooting to here, I would imagine they're already in a fight. So not only are we going to be able to gatekeep these guys, it'll also technically be a third party because they will be distracted by somebody else. Here we are, ADSing on the house. We can't see anybody. There's a guy in the doorway. Still don't see him. Still don't see him. Still don't see him. There he is. Holy crap, we see him. We see him break his armor. We take a nade. We throw it to the far right-hand side just because there's a guy in the window. Another guy to the left-hand side right there. There goes another nade. That one might actually connect, and it does, but his teammate gets the down. What a steel-killing little bitch. There's another guy. Go ahead, ADS, shoot on him. Breaks the armor, gets the kill. Now we're facing a 2v5 situation. We have a team to our right. We have a team in front of us. We have a team in the northwest. We're getting shot at the side because we abandoned the fight that was in front of us. Your teammate was shooting to the west right in front of you, and you look to the right. You look to the right too soon. Finish the fight, and then rotate. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally at the end of the game. This is where boys become men. So my dude, Sir Meanie and Sir. My dude, Sir, is in a 2v3 situation right now. And they don't have favor. Oh, they don't have favor. The circle is against them. They have to move across an open field and push this team and kill them because the circle is diving to the east away from them, right? They have a knock now. So now it's a 2v2. You want to go ahead and move in and capitalize on that. Do not let that do self-res and make it a 3v2 again. Again, you're at a disadvantage. You need to capitalize on every little moment that you can. But instead we're playing it slow. I'm not sure what a secondary is, but the AR is not the choice. It's not what you want right now. You're in a close range situation. You want to have your SMG at, not to mention stop playing the edge of the gas. All right, here we're pushing in to a building with a scoped out M13, which is built for long range. I wouldn't really say it's built for long range. This is kind of built like crap, but that's fine. All right, we get it down. We go for the execute. There's 2 downs. We go for the execute. We have a 1v1 situation right now. We're in the gas. The guy's gonna be camped up. Stop executing people. Focus on the fight. We have 11 bullets on our gun. Even if we're able to lock on the guy and shoot him, we don't have enough bullets to kill him. Okay, pop the reload. There's the guy in front of him to the 57, running with his back turned on. Somehow we're able to pull it out and get the W. GG, my dude, sir. Whew, I'm not gonna lie, that one hurt my head. That was rough. That one hurt my head. Wow. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you did, make sure you like the video. Also subscribe to the channel today and join our Discord community and utilize the Looking for Groups page to your advantage. Boy, y'all have a good one. Until next time, good luck in Warzone. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you check out one of these videos over there. And as always, subscribe by clicking this button here. You have a good one. Until next time, keep on improving.